The railway system. Russia's metro system transports 7 to 9 million travelers daily, more than London and New York City combined. To descend into Moscow's underground transport is to take a step back in time to the mid-1930s. It is decorated with communist-style architecture, including large chandeliers and massive marble columns. The network was constructed under Premier Joseph Stalin's supervision and is amongst the most intricately designed railway systems in the world. Traditions and superstitions. Many countries have their own unique superstitions, Russia being no different. One of their bizarre superstitions is that most Russians will never shake hands over a doorway, claiming that it is a bad omen that will lead to an argument. Men will not give their lady counterparts an even number of roses, claiming that it's bad luck, that an even number of flowers is associated with funerals. During pregnancy, it is bad luck to buy the woman anything for their newborn before the child is born. Gifts should be purchased after a safe delivery. Finally, licking food off of a knife is considered taboo. A person who does this is considered very cruel. Russian nesting dolls. A matryoshka, or Russian nesting doll, is a popular souvenir often brought back by tourists. This refers to wooden dolls that gradually decrease in size, all placed inside one another. The first of these was hand-carved in 1890 by an independent woodcarver and aspiring craftsman. Traditionally, the woman on the outermost shell is dressed in sarafat, the most commonly worn Russian jumper dress, which can also be found in Finnish culture. The figure's size vary in gender, but in almost all cases, the innermost one, also the smallest, is always a baby carved from a single piece of wood. Themes have included characters in fairy tales to even political figures. Russian cuisine. Golubtsi is a stuffed cabbage dish served in Russia and some Middle Eastern countries. This food often comes in the form of ground beef mixed with boiled rice or buckwheat, all wrapped together in cabbage leaves. Golubtsi is believed to have been carried over from the 18th century when grilled dove was a popular meal. Because of its price, many of the common folks couldn't afford such a luxurious course and tried to imitate the taste and shape. It goes without saying that the most enjoyed accompaniment to this meal is vodka. But for the younger children, a more appropriate choice is mors. This is a sweet, juice-like drink made from fermented bilberries, a Russian berry slightly resembling the cranberry. It is commonly mixed with alcohol, but the amount is so minuscule, 1% in most cases, that its presence is rarely noticed. Planting the seed. Although much is unknown about the couple's life, many reliable sources claim that a couple living in the 1700s in Russia holds the record for the most children birthed by a single woman, with a staggering total of 69, only 2 of which had not survived infancy. The woman gave birth to 16 pairs of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets. What makes her even more unique is she had exactly 27 childbirths, meaning she never gave birth to just one child. Russians also hold the record for the oldest plant regenerated from a seed at nearly 32,000 years old, according to carbon dating estimates. The seeds were uncovered surrounded by ice, accompanied by mammoth and woolly rhinoceros bones, and were thought to be selectively placed there by a thoughtful squirrel. What is most impressive about the Silene stenophila is that the plant no longer existed on Earth prior to finding the seeds, at least not with the same characteristics. The modern-day S. stenophila, native to Siberia, has much different flower